Hi everyone again. For those of you who took part in the exercise learning session, we're on to the next session now, which is on well-being. So welcome back. And again, we're looking at this. Well, sorry, this is day 7. So we're going to be looking at coping today, which will be something new and a bit different. Have you ever looked at anything like coping before?
No.
Okay. So,
hi everyone, by the way.
So for those of you at home, then keep along and obviously again answer the questions, and then let's see what comes of it. So today's learning objectives. We're going to look at what coping is, and we're going to learn why coping is important when dealing with difficult situations. So this links nicely back into the last session, doesn't it, on mental health, really?
Yeah. What is coping?
Well, you're going to tell me in about a minute, aren't you?
Okay.
Right, here's a task for you then, Ethan. It's the first one I want you to do. So I want you to go around the kitchen right now, very quickly, and I want you to pick up as many items as you can, but make sure they're ones that don't break. Okay, so I can see one here, like that.
Yeah.
Bottle there. I'd tighten the bottle over if I was you, don't you go everywhere.
Just don't make sure you don't break.
Yeah, so no plates basically. And
Okay.
pick up as many as you can, and quickly as you can go. Well, no, don't run everywhere. Don't run everywhere. Put them all in your hands, yeah?
Yeah.
So you got all of that.
This is bananas.
I don't know why you got them for. But as many as you can, I want you to fill your hands as much as possible, and then I want you to come back on screen so everybody can see you.
No, wait.
You can get way more than that. Way more. That's way more than that. You get way more than that. Look at that on the floor. Not on the floor. What's there right in front of you? Blue mat.
I know.
Pick all of that off for it, please. And that. Anything else you can get? That's it. Struggle. Go on. Struggle. Struggle as much as you can. It's good to see. Okay. Pick up as much as you can. Take your time. It's okay. You go. For those at home, do the exact same thing. Don't break anything. Your mum and dad's house, whatever you do. Don't think I can deal with that. Pick up as much as you can. Things that are not going to be able to break. But if you've got cushions at home, remote control, any towels, put them all in your hand. And then Ethan, you come and show everyone on the screen what you look like. You don't mind, let's leave them there, they'll be fine. So, are we doing anything? You doing okay? Do you reckon you can take any more on?
Probably.
Go on. Without dropping anything? Without dropping anything.
Without eating the bananas.
Yeah, without eating the bananas, without dropping anything. So keep going as much as you can. It's fun to watch everyone. So everybody at home, try your best. That's it, without dropping anything. Nearly there. Nearly there.
That's all I can go.
Right, is that as much as you can do? Okay, can you clap your hands for me then? Can you give me a big round of applause? Can you?
Okay.
Keep all in your hands. Keep all in your hands.
In my hands.
That's it. Keep it all in your hands. Pick that up. I reckon you could pick up another thing over there if you don't mind, Ethan. Keep going. I reckon you got more to pick up there if you don't mind, Ethan. There we go. Slowly but surely. There we go. Keep going. There we go. Right, stop it.
The hardest section ever.
It's not that hard. So if you're at home, try your best now. Right?
I got it.
Okay, there we go. Right, you've dropped loads of things. Right, stop there. Put all the things back to where they're meant to be. So for those at home, can you put anything you picked up back where it's meant to be? Ethan, good luck.
By the way.
I'd do it one thing at a time. There we go. Well done. I'd throw them bananas away if I was you. Yeah, I definitely would. So start putting those things back now. If you could, please. That's all right. I'm sure she'll forgive you. So,
hopefully.
Start putting those things back away now. I'm going to ask a question for you as I'll get back. That's okay. That's all right. Nothing you can break, which is good. So, give yourselves 2 minutes or so. Put them back where they're meant to be. If you don't mind. That's okay. And then come have a seat, Ethan. There we go. Give you some time.
Wait. You might have to wait 20 minutes.
20 minutes? How long is it going to take? 20 minutes. You're a lot quicker than that. If I put your PlayStation as a gamble or a bet on it and said, right, if you don't put it back in 2 minutes, it'll be gone, I bet you'd do it quick, wouldn't you? Right, okay, then come sit down. Okay, have a seat. Okay, so how did that feel when you were doing that?
Hard.
It was hard, wasn't it? It was difficult. Do you think you could have made it easy for yourself in any way? Because all I told you to do was go pick up items, didn't I?
No, I couldn't make it easy.
You could have easily just, like, for example, pick them up, put them back down, pick them up, put them back down, if you really wanted to, couldn't you?
Why?
All the instructions I told you to do was to pick them up, wasn't it? Pick up as many items as you could.
I
I didn't tell you how to have them in your hand all at once, did I?
Can I retry?
No. So,
Yeah,
no. We've gone past that session. We can do that later then. So for you, in terms of that session then, so what did it feel like when you had all that stuff?
hard.
It's hard, isn't it?
I felt
Okay.
like I had the belly.
So what did it feel like? Did you feel like everything was gonna fall over?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'll ask you this question now. For those at home, please answer. Oops, sorry, apologies.
Carry
Here we
on.
go. So what does it mean to cope then? What does coping mean then? No idea.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
All I know is you made me pick up all those phrases.
Exactly. Did it feel as if it was a bit overwhelming and too much?
No.
No, in terms of what you were holding? So did it feel like it was too much?
Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you at home who are answering the questions there, if you know what coping is, then fantastic. If you don't, that's absolutely no problem at all. You're going to learn about it a little bit now. So, and keep that example in mind right then in terms of what you were holding, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? And how I said to you, things could be made easier, couldn't they? Keep that in your head, okay?
Yeah.
And for those at home, keep that in your head too. So, let's look at this then for yourself, a little bit of a video, and then I'm going to ask you a question. So keep all that in your head there and then watch this, okay? Ready? It's quite funny, this is actually a rap.
Okay.
I find it funny anyway.
Do you ever start to ask yourself, what if this happens? What if that happens? It's called worrying, and it can start to make you feel really bad. Let's see how Joey deals with it. Listen up.
It's the first day of school and it's time for recess. Time to head to the playground. Yeah, you guessed it, the sun is bright and everyone's outside playing games. They're even sliding down the slide, but Joey's scared he won't know the game. And he'll mess up if he tries to play. And he wants to play tag on the grass, but he's afraid that he won't be fast. Some kids have a ball and they're playing, but what if he's not good at that game? His stomach feels bad. Did he eat something funny? Nah, just toast with honey. He's thinking of what might happen. He's worried. What if he gets tagged out in a hurry? He doesn't know how things will be. What happens next? Let's see. When we worry, we ask what if, instead of thinking about what is. Worrying can make us feel bad, but our worries don't have to last. When we worry, we ask what if, instead of thinking about what is. Worrying can make us feel bad, but our worries don't have to last. Joey's teacher comes by and asks,
Joey, is everything all right?
Joey isn't sure what to say. He tells his teacher how he wants to play, but his tummy aches and he feels afraid. His teacher says,
Hey, it's okay. We all get nervous. Adults too. But when you're worried, here's what to do. Instead of imagining what might be, try to focus on what is happening. See? Close your eyes. Breathe deep. All right. Focus on one or two sounds.
Joey takes a breath and wow, starts to calm right down. He closes his eyes and breathes. He can hear laughter and the wind in the trees.
Tell yourself it's gonna be okay. Your worries might not come true anyway.
So Joey thinks it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not fast, it'll be fun to play.
And one more thing before you run off. You can always talk to a friend, teacher, or aunt, or anyone who will listen and care. When you're worried, the ones you love will be there.
When we worry, we ask what if, instead of thinking about what is. Worrying can make us feel bad, but our worries don't have to last. When we worry, we ask what if, instead of thinking about what is. Worrying can make us feel bad, but our worries don't have to last.
Love you that video. Seems like that song. So let's go back to that. Obviously we're calling his name is there. So when he was worrying about things there, obviously the teacher told him to breathe, didn't she, and focus on sounds. If you tuned into session 1 with Sharon, she looked a little bit at that in terms of mindfulness and how that can help you. So what did she do? What did he do in that moment in time? Did he calm down?
Yeah.
So that's at the moment in time when he actually did this.
Cope.
He coped with the situation. Yeah, so he coped with the situation. So all that means is this. So it's facing or dealing with problems or difficulties as successfully as you can. So like for you, when you were holding all of them things together, you weren't coping very well, was you? Because everything was falling everywhere, you were struggling. So you could have put something in place there, couldn't you, by putting things down and putting it away and then picking it up, yeah? You could have coped with it in a different way, couldn't you? Or you could have asked me for help, couldn't you? And I didn't say that was about the rules of that. I didn't tell you the rules in terms of that. You just went ahead straight away and grabbed things, didn't you? Does that make sense to you?
Wait, can we do another shot after this?
We can do the shot after this.
I mean, like, about when sessions about to end.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
do another shot where you know what coping is.
So for coping,
Yeah.
that's what it means about facing and dealing with some of your problems, but as best as you can. Yeah. So that in that situation, did you feel like you could cope?
Yeah.
Did you feel as if, for example, if I started putting more and more on you, do you think everything would fall off eventually?
Eventually.
You'd drop everything, wouldn't you?
But there's not only things in the kitchen.
If there was,
Yes.
you would, wouldn't you? Perfect. Oh, so there's two types of coping though, and this is important for you at home in terms of coping, because a lot of people do these things, or what they call coping strategies or coping mechanisms, and they are very different. So there's positive ones and there's negative ones. Okay.
Could negative be bad?
It would be. So your positive ones, Ethan, and for those at home, they relieve your stress or your little bit of your worries, and they have a benefit to your health and well-being. So they relieve your stress in the short term, and they have a positive effect in your life in the long term. So one of the things that we spoke about in the last session was what's a good thing that'll help your mental health?
Physical activity.
Yeah, so good.
Physical thing.
Yeah, so again, so that's a really good one, is it? Because in the short term, your stress is relieved, and in the long term, what does that do to your health?
Keeps you fit.
Good, perfect. Negative coping mechanisms, they're things that will relieve your stress in just the short term, but only the short term. But they have a negative effect to your health and well-being, a bad effect. So one of the things I spoke to you about beforehand was people sometimes they get stressed out, don't they? And they eat junk food, don't they?
Yeah.
So it makes you feel good in the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But then what happens later on for your health and well-being? Do you think it's going to make you feel good? Good. So it's about you looking at those strategies at home, but what's good and what's bad, and always trying to use positive coping mechanisms. You can't always do it all the time, but you have to make the best try of it. So I'm going to ask you a few of these things here, right? I'm going to ask a few of these questions here, and you're going to tell me whether they're positive or negative, okay? And for those,
I get to move them.
no. So for those at home who are watching, try to match them up. And remember, positive coping mechanisms, they're the things that are used in the short term and the long term. So the positive all the way through, negative only going to help you in the short term. The long term, they're not going to be good for you. So asking for help. Is that positive? Positive, good, is it? Because is there ever going to be a situation where you're ever going to put in a situation where asking for help is going to be bad for your health? No. Overeating, so you eat too much, is that negative or positive?
Negative.
Okay. Ignoring the problem, so you ignore it and pretend like it's not there.
Negative.
Good, because in the short term that'll make you feel all right, but in the long term that problem's still going to be there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. So lying about the problem.
Negative.
Negative, yes. So you can lie to people and say this is not happening, or no, I'm not bothered, or I don't need any help. That'll help you feel better for a split second moment, but in the long term will that problem still be there?
Yeah.
Good. Managing your time properly. Yeah. Was that?
More positive.
Positive, isn't it? Yeah. So if you manage your time, if you've got problems, and you say, for example, you've got loads of homework to do because you've left it late. If you manage your time, not now, but if you manage your time properly and you get it done straight away, that means basically you've got time to have your free time for yourself, but as well, you don't leave things to the last minute and let it mount up, do you? You're going to drink. That's good. Very good. Exercise. You already know what that one is, don't you? That's going to have a good effect to your life. And also managing your time, that is only ever going to help you in life, isn't it? Doing other things in life. And lastly, calming yourself down, basically, before making a decision. Is that positive or negative? Positive? Good. Very good. So let's see. Oh yeah, last one. Sorry, apologies, missed that one out there for those at home. Staying up all night. Negative, exactly. So you might want to stay up all night to fix a problem like your homework, but then the next day you're going to be tired.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's see how you've done. So good. All of those things are positive. Very good. Let's have a look at the negatives. Good. Because some of those things lie in the middle, like the positive and negative to a degree. Sometimes those things can, but we'll talk about that in another session. Very good so far, though. Good stuff. So, question for you. Why is it important that we learn to cope with any problems we have?
So it will help us move on in life. Okay,
help you move on in life. And as well with it, if we cope with one problem in life, I think the next time we face it, it'll be easier to take it on again.
No.
Why won't it?
Because
so if you take on a problem in your life, like whatever it might be, the next time you do it, do you think it'll be easier to deal with it?
No.
Why not?
Because it might be a hard problem.
Like, no, if it's the exact same problem though, Ethan.
Oh yeah, easy then.
Easy, won't it? So for example, if you did homework this week, and then next week you did homework, but you did it straight away and you didn't let the work mount up, would it be easier to take on that new homework? Okay. Why is it important to use positive coping mechanisms? Why is it important then rather than negative?
It'll help you in the long term.
Yes, and always help you in the long term and the short term, and it'll help your health as well. So for those who are watching at home, it's very important to realise in terms of question 1, how important it is that you learn how to cope with problems that you have in a positive way. Because the next time that problem comes along for you, it won't be as difficult to do, will it? Yeah? Good. So what have we learned today then, Ethan, in terms of coping?
And that it will help, positive will help you more than negative.
It will. Is it a normal part of life?
Yeah.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
It is indeed. So for those who've been watching at home, that's the last well-being session that we do. We might end up doing more, I'm not too sure, it depends. But hopefully you all enjoy it. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, now we give it a second go.
I mean, you can give it a go. I mean, I'm going to conclude the session. But
What?
I'm going to conclude the session.
Okay.
If you really want to do it, I mean, you can at your own spare time.
No.
So for everyone who's taken part and been involved, thank you for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay?
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
You always have to get the last word in, do you?
Wait, did you say that?